Welcome back to some new r/malicious compliance stories, where people comply to the letter, but not the spirit of our request. I hope you had a great day. Thanks for all the likes and comments on the last video. And now let's start with the first story. It's called No Overtime. Back in 2006, I worked as a maintenance tech in a small office building, fixing air conditioning, plumbing, electrical. Basically, if it broke, I was the guy. Then we got a new boss, fresh from some big corporate office, and immediately on a cost-cutting crusade. First week, he get us everyone and says, super serious, from now on, no overtime, none, no exceptions. Everyone just kinda looked around like, he's joking, right? He wasn't. Fast forward to Friday. It's 4:30 p.m. and I get an alert from the boiler room. Pressure spike. I check it. One of the pipes is shaking like a blender full of screws. If we don't fix it, that thing's gonna blow. So I go to Mr. No Overtime and say, hey, this pipe's about to burst. I need maybe 1 or 2 hours to fix it. He checks the clock and says, it's almost 5, no overtime. We'll handle it Monday. Alright, your call, boss. So I pack up and go home. Saturday morning, I get a call from the weekend security guy. He's panicking. Water is pouring out of the boiler room. The hallway's flooded. What do? I just laughed. Nothing you can do now. Maybe find a floaty? Come Monday, the boss walks in and it hits him immediately. The smell of soaked carpet and electrical death. Half the ground floor was underwater. Documents ruined. IT equipment fried. Thousands in damages. He storms over to me, furious. Why didn't you stop this? I just say, you said no overtime. The pipe didn't feel like grating. After that, he never said no to overtime again. If anything smelled remotely off, he'd just mutter, do what you have to do. Just don't tell me the hours. The next story is called Driving Instructions. I was freshly 16 and headed to take my driver's test. My mom had done most of the teaching, and she's a city driver. Fast, aggressive, confident. This was the first time I drove with just my dad in the car. Now, my dad is the king of defensive driving. He gets in and immediately hits me with the classic, every car on the road wants to kill you. Okay, dad? He's nitpicking everything. And then at a stop sign, he gets mad because I stopped too suddenly. Tells me, never accelerate toward a stop sign. As soon as you see one, foot off the gas. No exceptions. I tell him, that doesn't always make sense. Because we live in a flat state where you can see stop signs from miles away. He shuts me down. I'm just trying to help. Don't argue. Fine. But I know what road is coming up next. A 6-mile flat stretch, barely any traffic. And a stop sign you can see forever. So the moment I spot that sign, way out in the distance, I lift my foot off the gas. We start slowing. 15 seconds in, we are going half the speed limit. 30 seconds in, we are crawling. I'm barely touching the wheel. Final 10 feet, I take my eyes off the road. Stare right at him. Deadpan. We come to a full stop. A solid 20 feet before the actual sign. I turn to him and go, so, what do I do now? At first he looks confused. Then he gets it. He smiles. Laughs. He was chill the rest of the day. I aced the test. The third story is called Don't Think. Back in 2022, I was working night shift at a grocery store in Florida, stocking the frozen section. One night I noticed the walk-in freezer was sitting at 20 degrees Fahrenheit. It's supposed to be 0. That's a big problem. So I do what any decent employee would. I go tell the night manager. Guy runs the shift like he's a drill sergeant. Barking orders, 0 chill. I say, hey, I think the freezer's... He cuts me off. You're not paid to think, just stock the shelves. Cool. Next morning, the entire seafood section is ruined. Shrimp, salmon, crab legs, all thawed and leaking. Smelled like Poseidon's dumpster. Store loses over $7,000 in product. Corporate shows up, absolutely fuming. Manager tries to throw me under the bus. Why didn't you report it? I just shrug. Manager told me I'm not paid to think. They check the footage and the audio. They hear everything. Corporate has my back. Manager gets reassigned a week later. You know what that really means. Never saw him again. I got promoted to dairy lead a month later. The last story is called Kitchen Duty List. I used to do IT support for a municipality. Always out and about, fixing issues across town. My team was on the road 80 to 100% of the time, barely in the office. Now, the office kitchen was a disaster zone. Cups and plates everywhere, even with an industrial dishwasher that was ridiculously easy to use. Just laziness. They created a rotating kitchen duty list. Every employee gets one day where they are in charge of keeping the kitchen tidy. Nothing major, just coffee machine, fridge and microwave stuff. Then I see it. My team's names are on the list. I immediately reach out. Hey, we are barely ever in the office. We eat on the road. We shouldn't be on this list. The response? Everyone will be on the list. I try again. We'd have to come into the office just for this? Yes, it's your responsibility. Cool. Challenge accepted. So my day rolls around. I head to the office, put in my earbuds, turn on an audiobook, and I plant myself in the kitchen. All day. Anyone walks in, I point to the trays. Put your cup in the wrong one? I silently gesture to the labeled picture, like I'm a mime on a mission. 7 hours of this. When people asked about my workload, I said, oh, I've got plenty to do, but I've got kitchen duty. Can't go out on incidents today. Did this twice. After the second time, the big boss starts asking questions. On the next version of the duty list, my team's names are gone. Apparently the person who made the list still thinks it's unfair we got removed. But hey, I did my job. All 7 hours of it. Thanks for watching the video to the end. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe. And if you have time, watch another one of my videos. Also, if you want to support me further, check out the channel membership or Patreon. And now, I hope you have a great day. See you soon. Bye bye.